First was to get the new trial granted and get him out, not let him spend one more minute in jail for something he didn't do.
A man who's been in prison gets a second chance at justice for a crash that killed his girlfriend. Since 2008, William Tony Campbell has said he was not driving the night an SUV crashed and killed Tina Hayes.
Campbell says he never received evidence which would have helped him defend himself, and he says evidence may actually have been planted to convict him. Anjanette Levy spoke with all the players about the possible wrongful conviction in a story you will see only on Local 12. Anjanette.
Well, Paula, a really interesting thing about this. The Hamilton County prosecutor agreed today that Tony Campbell deserves a new trial. Tonight, he is free on his own recognizance. This is after years of Campbell appealing in both federal and state courts.
And I believe the state and the defense have been working for some time on this.
Tony Campbell stood in front of Judge Jody Lubers in handcuffs, but now the cuffs are off.
Basically, Your Honor, the main thrust of the motion for new trial is Mr. Campbell was not the driver. It was impossible for him to be the driver.
In Campbell's motion for a new trial, an expert says Campbell was not driving the SUV that night in 2008. Campbell has said from the beginning his girlfriend, Tina Hayes, was driving.
It's impossible for him to have been the driver. It's just impossible. Given the facts and given he was ejected immediately, you can't go from one side and go out. It just doesn't work that way.
In the motion, Campbell says he obtained crash scene photos with timestamps after he was convicted. Campbell's lawyers said he should have received those before trial because they would have helped his case. Campbell also suggests an investigator with the sheriff's department may have planted his shoes in the driver's side area because video shot by a news crew before the photos were taken showed no shoes in that area.
We agree that there are some issues with this case. So quite frankly, when it comes to our attention that there may be a problem with the case, there may be an issue with the integrity of the conviction, we don't want to be any part of that whatsoever.
Prosecutor's spokesperson Julie Wilson said the case is being reinvestigated, including allegations evidence was planted. But she says prosecutors did not withhold evidence which would have helped Campbell at trial.
Our prosecutor gave over everything that he had in his possession. Now, the issue may be that there were some items we did not get from the police department. We're looking into that to try to figure out what happened there.
Nevertheless, Campbell is home with his family.
I'm just glad to have him home. I'm just glad it's over with. That's all. I mean, you go through it and then, come to this day when he's coming home. That's all, that's all we wanted.
And Campbell hopes a new trial will clear him once and for all.
Stay tuned. I mean, we have a new trial date set, and we anticipate presenting that evidence and in that forum.
Now, at Campbell's trial, the jury heard that he has 6 prior convictions for OVI. I contacted the Hamilton County Sheriff's Office today about that investigator in the case for a comment, and a spokesperson declined. Campbell's new trial starts in May. Paula?
Thank you, Anjanette. Campbell was originally sentenced to 28 years in prison, but an appeals court ordered that he be resentenced in 2013. At that time, a judge gave him 20 years.